and welcome here on Night Vision Sports to the Farmington Knightettes softball versus North County Lady Raiders for the MAAA Conference Championship, or rather a tie, shall I say. Knightettes with a quick top half of the first, and if the Knightettes win this game, it will force a three-way tie between them, the Lady Raiders, and the Lady Rebels of Central High School. And each team has beaten the other once, one apiece. So this for the tie. If North County wins, they would be the conference champion. And so Olivia Siebert at the plate now. She lets that pitch go by for a ball. So a very important game we're bringing to you here today, Thursday, late in September. As I said, the Knightettes versus the Lady Raiders. And Siebert pops that ball off her hands, and a nice diving grab by the third baseman for the Lady Raiders. And Siebert pops out here to start the first inning, the Knighttette first. And now Allison Pingle in. As I've said the last few games, I've been waiting for her to sort of explode offensively. She has a good eye. She takes that first pitch in for a strike. She's walked several times the last few games, but she just seems to have that look about her like she could take one deep anytime. She swings and pops under that, gets under that one. Another pop out to the third baseman for the second out of the inning. As I said, she has good bat speed. She just seems to get under the ball a lot, just like that. So now Kayla Nash, my favorite helmet. And all the Farmington Knightettes team with the black and gold fleur-de-lis, as I always say. Looking to do some damage here in the bottom of the first inning. She swings and gets under that one for strike one. So Nash hugging the front of the box here. She takes that second pitch in for a ball. Count 1-1. North County pitcher, kind of a shorter, smaller girl, but able to get a lot of power behind her pitches, and that pitch is fouled out of play for strike two, Kayla Nash. A lot of foul balls here in the first innings. They're already looking for extra game balls. So as I said, the Knightettes with a chance to force a three-way tie in the MAAA conference. Very important game. It's always important when these two teams get together. A lot of bragging rights for our neighbors to the north there, but even more on the line today. So Nash, she swings and fouls it back again. There's been a lot of pitches here, more than normal, fouled off the top part of the bat, and two of them, it seems like the Knighthead hitters are getting under the ball a lot. Two balls just popped out, kind of lazy pop flies to the third baseman. So here's the pitch. Nash wanted it. She held off of it, though. Good eye. And so the count goes to 2-2. Hannah Hyde on deck. And Nash out ahead of it, swings and misses for strike three. And that'll be the third out of the inning. 3 up and 3 down. We'll go to the top half of the second inning. Score still 0-0.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you Kasasa?
Oh, big wave.
That is everywhere, isn't it? Okay, but hey.
Yeah, first.
turn to each other and share.
Do you want to go get a Happy Meal?
Yeah! This time it better not be a joke.
Who's excited about a Happy Meal?
And we're back for the top half of the second inning. Score 0-0 here in what is essentially a conference championship game for the Lady Raiders especially. As I said, if the Lady Raiders win, they would, based on the tiebreaker situation, be the conference champions. And if the Knightettes win, it would force a three-way tie. So a very important game. So Nash, that one in, fires that one in, low at the knees for a strike. That pitch just a little low for a ball. Count goes to 2-2. That pitch just a little high and outside for a ball. So the count goes full for Nash here on the first batter of the second inning. That pitch, Siebert frames it, but it's just a hair bit outside for ball 4. And so Nash walks the leadoff hitter for the Lady Raiders here in the second inning. North County batter showing bunt, but she misses. That'll be a strike. She tips it off the bottom part of her bat. Link was already charging from third. Could see it coming, and so it looks like North County is going to look to just advance the runner possibly here. As Tucker and Breeze, and there's strike 2. As Breeze comes over from her position at second, try to cut behind the runner there, and so now 2 strikes. I would be surprised if she would try to lay down the bunt here. She doesn't. She swings and pops it up. Siebert with a nice play for out number 1. So Lincoln Heights still at first and third, still ready for the bunt to advance the runner. Breeze and Tucker at shortstop and second. Going to be on the move here if she squares around a bunt. And she does. She misses, and that'll be another strike on the bunt attempt. And that's got to drive a coach crazy when you send 2 batters up to the plate, 3 straight attempts, and you cannot lay the bunt down. And there's the 4th attempt, unable to get the bunt down. And so trying to play a little small ball here and advance the runner, and they're not going to be able to do it. And so more than likely the North County hitter is going to swing away here. But Hannah Height is very shallow at first. Swings away for strike 3, and there's a strikeout for Kayla Nash. And that will kill North County's ability to sacrifice the runner over with 2 outs now.
Hey, what you got? Outfield, couple back. Holly.
So Nash, she fires a changeup, swung out ahead and fouled away for the second strike.
Better approaches, let's go. Swinging at her pitch.
Nash with a chance to get out of the inning here after the leadoff walk. That pitch looked good. The crowd wanted it. But it'll be a ball. So here's Nash again. That pitch fouled away. The North County hitter fighting up there at the plate. So the last few games, I believe in the last 3 games, there's a changeup into the dirt. In the last 3 games, the Knightettes have only allowed, last 3 games here at home, the Knightettes have only allowed 3 runs. We'll see if that trend continues, that they've played very well defensively. That ball's fouled away again. On the flip side, of them playing well defensively, they've had a few games where they had offensive explosions. One game, their last game here at home, Hannah Height, Kayla Nash, and Olivia Siebert all homered. That pitch fouled back again. Long at bat here. Thankfully, pitch counts don't matter as much in softball as they do in baseball, as the underhanded motion is actually a more natural motion for your arm and doesn't wear out your shoulder nearly as quickly as throwing a baseball does. That pitch lined just foul. That couldn't have been more than 6 inches foul down the first base line. That is the 5th foul ball of this at bat. Nash takes the signal. She delivers. And that pitch lined to right field. They throw it into home, and Siebert is going to get the North County player for the 3rd out of the inning. North County coaches are not very pleased with that call. A nice throw from Breeze over at second to get the North County runner at home. The coaches are discussing that with the umpire. A very dramatic way to get the 3rd out of the inning, but the Knights don't allow any runs here nonetheless, and so go to the bottom half of the 2nd inning. Score still tied 0-0.
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Special sauce?
At an undisclosed McDonald's location, there is a club. Inside, the best of the best gather. And tonight, they welcome their newest member, Mr. LeBron James. And what does one serve the best basketball player in the world? The new Bacon Clubhouse sandwich, of course. 100% pure beef or chicken on a new artisan roll, all with our famous Big Mac special sauce. Because everyone deserves the best. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
You should serve it to everyone.
Looked like she might have missed it, though. And we're back here for the Knighttette half of the 3rd, or excuse me, the 2nd. Hannah Height will lead it off. A very dramatic play to end the Raider half of the 2nd inning there, the play at the plate. North County coaches still not pleased with the call as, Hannah Height hit right in the stomach. It's not gonna hurt too bad long term, but it's gonna sting for a few minutes and probably leave a mark. Brittany Link now, a lefty for the Knightettes, 3rd baseman. She's up and she bunts. And that ball allowed to go foul. She's attempting the that drag bunt move that you often see softball players do. especially from the left side. She's got an extra step that a right-handed hitter doesn't have, and so that drag bunt gives her an opportunity to get a head start. She squares around again and takes a pitch for a ball. Link squares around again, and she gets that one down. Third baseman throws to first. Hyde will be safe at second. And so she does exactly what she was put up there to do, and that's advance the runner. Hyde now over at second for Hallie Tucker. Tucker swings and she gets under that one. That'll be out of play though for strike one. Height not with great speed out there, but if there's a she gets a decent shot, if Tucker gets a decent shot out into the outfield, I'm sure they're more than likely gonna send Height. Tucker pops that one, and that'll get down for a hit. And the left fielder throws it to third, and she is waiting on Height at third. And so Hallie Tucker with a single. Hannah Height, not the best piece of base running. For a second, she thought that the ball might be caught, but it was clear that it was going to fall between the shortstop and the left fielder, and that hesitation is what cost her the base. And so now here's Allison Tucker, and she lines it right to the shortstop for the third out of the inning. So here in the second inning, both teams get a few hits, get something going, but then shut down. No runs for the Knightettes. We'll be right back.
We are here, planet Earth, made from about 70% water. That's 326 billion gallons, give or take. That's enough to fill the office water cooler 652 quadrillion times. You'd think with that much water, we'd never run out of fresh fish. But in the US alone, we ate almost 5 billion pounds of seafood just last year. That's a little over 49 fillets per person. So what are we doing to make sure that our children and our children's children will be able to enjoy the best the ocean has to offer? We call it CARE. Community, affordability, responsibility, excellence. It's how Long John Silver's gives back to our guests, their communities, and our oceans. We do more than follow sustainable fishing guidelines. We helped create them, only working with fishing and supply partners who help us keep the ocean swimming, which means better, responsible.
Here to the top half of the third inning on Night Vision Sports. First pitch foul, strike one, North County Lady Raider hitter. During the break, North County dropped a bus full of students off right at the entrance, and so there are obviously several Farmington fans, most of which are parents. There are some students here, most of which are parents and family, but North County has an entire student section over down the third base line now. And so obviously displaying how much this matters to them. And I gotta say, after doing a lot of softball games, there's a strike from Kayla Nash on a foul tip. Doing a lot of softball games last year, the couple of battles that Farmington had with Central felt like big games, but from an atmosphere standpoint, didn't have quite the buzz that this one has now that the fences are lined with people. And there is strike three, another strikeout for Kayla Nash. So here's Nash again. She delivers nice Off-speed pitch in there for a strike. Throws the batter. There's the second off-speed pitch. She's out ahead of it for strike 2 on the foul.
Hey, make her throw that first strike. Let's go.
So Nash throws a third off-speed pitch. Breeze grabs it at second, over to Height for the out. Solid defensive play there.
Good job. Come over the top here, come over the top.
Here's Nash. The drag butt attempted to the left from North County, and Nash has no play. And so an infield bunt single. Number 2 in the Lady Raiders. As I said, that drag bunt, a very effective move, especially for a lefty. Softball, they've got an extra step and a half or so on the players, and that ball, a lazy pop fly, and Tucker tags the runner out, and that'll be the third out of the inning. And so 1 hit allowed, but no runs and no errors. Go to the Knighttette half of the third inning, still 0-0.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached MegaBank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and More has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and More is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
Welcome back here to Night Vision Sports. Emily Breeze, second baseman for the Knightettes, will lead off the inning. I would like to send a formal apology out to all the Knighttette supporters, as it was just pointed out to me. Strike 1 on the first pitch. It was just pointed out to me that I am unintentionally wearing a blue shirt to the North County game. I am not a North County fan, and so Breeze pops that one back, but it's out of play. Not a North County fan, unintentional, and have to, it was a wardrobe oversight this morning, so have to make sure we correct that next time. So Breeze back in there. That pitch high for a ball. And this game definitely has a championship game feel. That is for sure. Both sides hyped up, whether it be the busload of students, North County, and that is strike 3 looking. As Emily Breeze strikes out to start the inning here. Now Scruggs up to bat, another lefty in the lineup for the Knightettes. Knightettes players trying to stay up, stay excited in their dugout. That pitch low for a ball. As I said, this is about as exciting a softball game as I've seen in 2 years. And there are people all the way down the first and the third base line. Stands are full. Exciting day to be here at this game. Scruggs fouls that back for a strike. Scruggs steps in. She fouls that one off down the left field side. Strike two. As I said, the Knightettes the last few games playing what would be considered inferior opponents with two run rule games ending the game early. One game scored winning 15-0. Another game against Fredericktown, they won 10-3. And today, though, their Scruggs lines it right to the second baseman for out number one. Or excuse me, out number two. And as I said, the Knightettes have hit very well as of late, but North County obviously a whole different beast altogether. Defensively, pitching is obviously noticeably better than their last few games, the teams that they faced here at home. And so back to the top of the order, Siebert up to bat. That pitch will be inside for ball one. Siebert slides back again, and she'll take ball two inside. As I said, the Knightettes lost to the Lady Raiders once this year, and so North County wins. This would be a conference title for them. That's ball three, as they would own the tiebreaker with Central, having beat Farmington both times. Farmington looking to force the three-way tie, and there's strike one as Siebert was taken all the way. And I was informed during our break that the tiebreaker is a coin toss, so kind of a disappointing way to settle a three-way tie, but that is the rule nonetheless. So I don't know how they would work that, but either way, all three of the teams can know that they have they played each other even throughout the year nonetheless. And so Siebert now with the count full, she's out ahead of that ball, looking to turn on it. Siebert just needs to get a nice line shot here, not look to do too much. As I've seen her do from time to time, she will throw her bat out there looking to get a little too much on it. She pops that one up. And another nice defensive play by North County. So 3 innings in the books. Still no score here in Farmington for the MAAA conference title game. We'll go to the top half of the fourth.
There's a magical land between the latitudes of 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south, where the amazing Arabica beans grow. The mountainous regions between the Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer, where rich soil means rich coffee, where lush tropical climate means smooth aromatic flavor, and where passionate farmers means flavor we can all be passionate about. When Mother Nature meets the human touch, we're able to bring great tasting coffee to the exact longitude and latitude of you.
And welcome back here to Farmington Knightettes softball. Top of the fourth inning, score 0-0. Nash pitching well, hasn't allowed much. Couple of hits, one infield bunt hit, a walk by her. Not much going on from an offensive standpoint, really, from either team so far. It's a struggle and a tight battle. Nash pitches that ball grounded. Tucker from deep at shortstop. And the throw just a bit late. The North County runner makes the turn, and she'll be tagged out. And what a heads-up play by Hannah Height. She turns right around as a North County player, not running through the base properly. And so a single and an out, all in the same play. And Nash fires that ball past the North County hitter. That ball was in the mitt by the time she got the bat around. That pitch grounded to Breeze at second. She grabs it over to Height for out number 2. As I said, what a heads-up play by Hannah Height. Not just tossing the ball back to Nash, but aware enough to turn around and tag the runner out as she made the turn to the left instead of to the right. That ball popped right over to Breeze for the 3rd out of the inning, and so 3 up and 3 down in a very unconventional way for the Knightettes. And so we will go to the Knighttette half of the 4th inning. Very quick top half of the 4th there. Score still 0-0.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John Silver's, we're America's fish fry.
I couldn't hear, was her coach telling her to run or something? I wondered. She looked back at her coach like she kind of looked confused.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. And get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank.
Vision Sports. I am Marcus Archer, bringing you what is essentially the MAAA Conference Championship game. Knightettes win. It is a 3-way tie between the Lady Raiders of North County, the Lady Rebels of Central, and the Knightettes of Farmington as Allison Pingle steps up to lead off the Knighttette half of the 4th. That pitch in for a strike at the knees. And again, as I said, if the Lady Raiders win, they would win the MAAA conference title outright. Having beaten Central and lost to them, they would own the tiebreaker, having beaten Farmington twice. That pitch high for a ball. Pingle, as I said, just has a lot of bat speed. Looks like if she just gets a hold of one, it's going to go out of here. Takes that pitch low for a ball. She seems to get under pitches a lot, but when she gets the solid part of the bat on it, there's not a better hitter in the Knightettes lineup than her with more power, except for Kayla Nash. She turns on that one. Shortstop backhands it over to first, and a nice play. And now Kayla Nash up to bat. As I said before many times, she should have intro music as she walks up to the plate. A threat to go deep every time up. Had a home run in each of their last 3 games here at home, one being a grand slam. And she turns on that one. That's going to be foul, but that ball would have been out easily into left field. So Nash showing her power there. She swings that one and she lines it into left field for a base hit. So the Knightettes got something going here with 1 out. And I assume Nash will have the courtesy runner that the pitchers generally get. And she will, as Elena Warnberg will come and take her spot. Warnberg with a lot of speed on the bases. So Hannah Height at the plate now. So the ump recording the changes, and Warrenberg, just a courtesy runner. Nash will stay in the game, pitching and batting third. At pitch in for a strike. North County, at least in the infield, very solid defensively. From what I can tell in this game, shortstop with a nice backhanded play to get Pingle the first out of the inning. Height hits that one right up the middle. Shortstop grabs it, steps on second, and she will turn two. She just gets Height at first. And so 3 up, 3 down again for the Lady Raiders. Still 0-0. And we'll go into the 5th inning. No score between the Knightettes and the Lady Raiders.
Oh, big wave.
That is everywhere, isn't it? Okay. Hey, Jennifer, can you guys turn to each other and share?
Do you want to go get a Happy Meal?
This time it better not be a joke.
Who's excited about a Happy Meal?
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone.
Top half of the 5th inning, Kayla Nash first pitch strike. All speed pitch there, a little high for a ball. This game, as I said, the atmosphere is pretty incredible right now. This game between the Lady Raiders and the Knightettes. This is a swing and a miss for strike 2. North County had a busload of students they dropped off a couple of innings ago. Just sitting over there down behind their dugout in the third base line. Obviously there are plenty of Farmington fans here as it is a home game, and so Nash fires that ball just a little low. Nash fixing her landing spot there. Nash has obviously has that ball foul tipped, just got a piece of it. And Nash has more, as much power as anyone I believe the Knightettes have faced themselves on the mound there. She fires that in, strike 3 looking. That's her 3rd strikeout of the game. In a game like this, we're 5 innings in with no runs. Strikeouts are big outs. Not even given the opportunity for an error to occur out in the field. And so that ball off speed into the dirt for ball 1.
Quick bat here.
Left fielder playing very far around over and right. Fouled back. Tucker for the Knightettes out in left field. As I said, leaving a lot of room down the line. Assuming they feel that most of these Raider hitters, that ball foul tipped just out of play. Nice one bounce catch by a fan over there. Most hitters here in the MAAA conference not able to keep up with Kayla Nash, so I assume that Knightettes playing to that. And that pitch though, line down left field, a diving pitch by the left fielder for the Knightettes. Da-na-na, da-na-na. Best defensive play of the day so far, and that is saying something. There have been several good ones. Diving grab by the left fielder. And that takes some guts, because if you miss it, it's likely an in-the-park home run. And there's a strike from Kayla Nash. As Tucker out in left field with an amazing play. Sports Center top 10. That pitch from the North County hitter above her head, and she was chopping a tree down there. She's a swing and a miss. Nash 1 strike away now from getting out of this inning. She throws it high again, but hitter lays off at that time. That pitch fouled off to the right as she is late on that. And as I said, allowing some room there in left field. Nash throws an off-speed pitch, and North County hitter turns on it the one time that she does. But for the most part, Raider hitters late on it. And there's another example. The ball fouled off right at the Knightettes dugout. I believe the correct call here is fastball, fastball, fastball. She can't keep up with it. And there's an off-speed pitch. What do I know? Fouled off. It would seem to me that those off-speed pitches are just about the right speed that the Lady Raiders want to hit. So if I'm Farmington, I'm just going to blow it by them every time, and that pitch fouled off to the right again. I've seen that a lot in these the last few games here at home against St. John, against Potosi, against Fredericktown. A lot of foul balls off to the right by the opposing teams, as they are behind Kayla Nash. Can't blame them. And that pitch, she swings at another high one. Strike 3, the 4th strikeout of the game for Kayla Nash to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, no runs, no hits, no errors, and an amazing defensive play for the left fielder, Tucker, for the Knightettes, as she took care of what would have been an extra base hit. If she would have missed it, that would have been trouble for the Knightettes, but nonetheless, 0-0 to the bottom half of the 5th. And the Knightettes with a chance to take the lead here if they can get anything going.
Special sauce?
At an undisclosed McDonald's location, there is a club. Inside, the best of the best gather. And tonight, they welcome their newest member, Mr. LeBron James. And what does one serve the best basketball player in the world? The new Bacon Clubhouse sandwich, of course. 100% pure beef or chicken on a new artisan roll, all with our famous Big Mac special sauce. Because everyone deserves the best. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
You should serve it to everyone.
We're always looking for better ways to do things. But with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached MegaBank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa. Carried.
Here we are, bottom half of the 5th inning. Brittany Link pops that one up just behind second base, a shortstop for the Lady Raiders. Makes the grab for the first out of the inning. And the excitement in the crowd is kind of hit a little bit of a lull here, as it is a what you call a pitcher's duel, a strong defensive game here, but that doesn't always get the crowd as excited as a lot of runs scored. No doubt here, as we get closer and closer to the end of this game, the pressure is going to start to mount, and we'll see who cracks first. It's Hallie Tucker up at the plate. Hallie Tucker, the player for the Knightettes, who made that amazing grab out in left field. As good of a play as you'll see in high school softball, especially at this level. She watches that pitch. Appeared to be just a little outside. Tucker ready now. Watches that pitch inside for ball 3. Count 3-1. Got to make sure it's close here if she's going to swing at it. That pitch does, and she fouls it back again. Knighthettes hitters have been getting under a lot of these pitches. They have popped several balls up to the shortstop or the third baseman and popped a lot of balls straight back to level out their swings a little bit and just drive the ball. She swings and misses, strikes out swinging for out number 2. As I said, the Knighthettes appear to be getting under the ball a lot, just missing. They're all over the ball here. Lady Raiders not really able to do nearly as much with Kaylin Ash as the Knighthettes have been able to do with the Raider pitcher here. They're just missing on a lot, though. And here's the other Tucker cousin, Allison Tucker. So Allison Tucker, the shortstop for the Knighthettes. She grounds it right at the coach for the Lady Raiders. We promise that was an accident. So Tucker ready again. She watches that pitch for a ball. That pitch fouled away for a strike. So Tucker now ready. 2 outs. She fouls off to the left again. I said this is a recurring theme here. Lady Raiders behind Kaylin Ash. Knighthettes ahead of the Raider pitchers. Tucker set now. She swings, pops that one up to shallow center field, and the shortstop runs under it. 3 up and 3 down. Tucker frustrated with herself as she knows she just missed that ball. So top half of the 6th now. Score still 0-0.
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and more has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and more is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
And welcome back to a 0-0 game for the MAAA conference title between the Farmington Knightettes and the Lady Raiders. 0-0 significant because it is the top half of the 6th inning. Kayla Nash with a first pitch strike as the Lady Raiders top of the order. Up here, 1, 2, and 3 hitters. That pitch fouled away for strike number 2. As I said, this has about as much of a championship atmosphere as really any sporting event that we'll probably see this year, whether it be basketball or football or soccer or anything. as there are people lining both sides of the fence. And that pitch in for a strike. Kayla Nash with her 6th strikeout of the game. Or excuse me, her 5th strikeout of the game. So number 2 up for the Lady Raiders. She had that drag bunt single earlier, and she does that little slap hit again. Nash fields it this time, though. She fields it cleanly and throws her out at first, as a same type of little drag bunt, drag hit there for the lefty, looking to take advantage of her speed and left side of the base. The Raiders coach is happy with that attempt, but Nash ready for that, fielded it cleanly and flew her out for the 2nd out of the inning. All speed pitch there, froze the hitter. You could tell she did not know what to expect. And that'll be strike 1. Nash that ball high. Gets the signal from Siebert. She fires. That pitch fouled right back down into the dirt for strike 2. You can tell these Raider hitters, for the most part, are a little overwhelmed with the speed of Nash's pitches. As Emily Breeze once said to me a couple of games ago, the changeup they called the dark one. That pitch, just a lazy pop fly. Miscommunication between Tucker and Breeze, though. And that ball will fall in for a hit. Breeze and Tucker there looked to, both of them had a play on it. And it wasn't a difficult one. And they both just kept looking at the other one, waiting for someone to call it. So the Lady Raiders with 2 outs, runner on first now. And that same little slap hit there, number 6 attempted last time, actually got on base and beat out the throw from Tucker over at short. And she was tagged out as she rounded first. And Hannah Height was very aware of it and turned to tag her out. And so that pitch in for a strike. Lady Raiders, you can pretty clear, not a lot of power, but a lot of speed. And they have definitely taught their hitters to take advantage of that. Pitch grounded right back to Nash. She backhands it, and it's off the tip of the glove, off the tip of Hannah Height's glove. So an error on the play. The Lady Raiders here in the top half of the 6th inning with runners on first and second and 2 outs. That pitch in for a strike. Raiders first base coach thought it was a little high. Did not like the call on that one, but a strike nonetheless. See if Nash can keep it together, hold it together, as there are 2 outs. And they are 1 play away from ending this inning. And these 2 runners will be all for naught. Again, they haven't really done much with Nash's pitches, as that ball was just an error, and the one before it was a miscommunication. Not a whole lot going on for the Lady Raiders offensively, but they do have 2 runners on with 2 outs. That pitch in for a strike. It's 2-2 as she watched that one go by and appeared to be on the outside corner. 2-2, 1 strike away again from ending this inning. And Nash gets her 6th strikeout of the game. So a miscommunication and an error put 2 runners on with 2 outs, but Nash able to pitch through it, ends the inning on her 6th strikeout of the game. One of the better pitching performances for her of the entire year. We will go to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Just 1 inning, just 1.5 innings left. Score still 0-0 here on Night Vision Sports.
There's a magical land between the latitudes of 30 degrees north and 30 degrees south, where the amazing Arabica beans grow. The mountainous regions between the Tropic of Capricorn and Tropic of Cancer, where rich soil means rich coffee, where lush tropical climate means smooth aromatic flavor, and where passionate farmers means flavor we can all be passionate about. When Mother Nature meets the human touch, we're able to bring great tasting coffee to the exact longitude and latitude of you.
America loves a fish fry. And in the Corktown part of Detroit, there's a place called Nancy Whiskey's that's famous for one. Nothing fancy, just a tasty good time. But you don't have to go to Nancy's for fish that taste that special. Just come on over to Long John Silver's. Rediscover the taste you love. Long John.
Emily Breeze up here, bottom half of the sixth, takes the first pitch for a ball. Here on Night Vision Sports, I am Mark Sarcher. Dallin Rector running the camera. An exciting MAAA Conference Championship game. And Breeze lines that one. And that is the third time in this game that a Knighthettes player has hit a solid shot and hit it right to either the shortstop or the second baseman for the Lady Raiders. And so Scruggs up to bat now. Center fielder for the Knighthettes. One of two lefties in the lineup. She lines that pitch right to the third baseman, though. And so for the fourth time in this game, as I just said before, they have gotten the solid part of the bat on the ball and hit it right to a Lady Raider infielder. I said the Knighthettes all over the ball. Olivia Siebert up to bat now. In their last home game, she hit one out. Right here, she just needs to look to get the solid part of the bat on the ball. She takes that pitch right at the knees for a strike. Siebert, a very good defensive catcher. Sometimes I have seen her make more than one tremendous play from behind the plate. Whether it be throwing someone out or going after a foul ball. And that pitch low for a ball. Knighthettes looking for a two-out rally here. Allison Pingle on deck. Siebert turns on that one. Several North County students had to duck out of the way of that one. It's had some Farmington on North County violence there. Almost took some heads off. Everyone's safe though. Everyone's good to go. Siebert back in the box, now with 2 strikes. She watches that pitch. Good eye from Siebert. Last game I saw her swing at several high pitches. Good eye to lay off that one. Siebert now ready. She watches that pitch outside. You could tell she wanted it. When you have 2 strikes, you have to guard the plate. Every pitch becomes a little more tempting. So now the count full, 2 outs. Raider pitcher delivers. Siebert grounds that one. And again, as I said, the Knighthettes have been all over the ball today, but they've either just missed it, popped the ball up, or they've hit it right to a Raider infielder. And so Siebert does that again as she fouls that back. Payoff pitch again here. And she pops that ball up. It comes over right by us. The first baseman over the shoulder grab. And again, another pop fly out. 3 outs, 3 up, 3 down. For the Knighthettes there in the bottom half of the 6th inning. We will go to the final inning in the MAAA Conference Championship game here. Lady Raiders 0, Knightettes 0.
With everything always improving, why is our banking falling behind? With monthly service fees and ATMs that take your money right back. Introducing Kasasa. Free hard-working accounts. You'll earn when you bank and earn when you swipe. and get those ATM fees back in your pocket. Free checking with rewards. Carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
Oh, big wave.
That is everywhere, isn't it?
Okay. Hey.
Can you guys turn to each other and share?
Do you want to go get a Happy Meal?
This time it better not be a joke.
Who's excited about a Happy Meal?
6, 7, 8.
Welcome back, Night Vision Sports. Farmington Knightettes softball, MAAA Conference Championship game here in Farmington. Score 0-0, top half of the 7th and final inning. That pitch fouled away for a ball. Knightettes really in a good position here as Nash has, other than a few errors, she really has owned the Lady Raiders from a pitching standpoint with 6 strikeouts on the day. That pitch fouled back for strike 2. As I said, other than a walk and a couple of errors, the Lady Raiders have been very quiet. Did get a quick drag bunt single a couple of innings ago, but other than that, not much going on. Knightettes, on the other hand, have really hit the ball solidly and hit the ball well. Their coaches, I don't think, can be very disappointed in their efforts. They just hit it right to Knighttette player, right to Lady Raider players. And so that pitch lined into center, Scruggs, easy play for her. She runs under it for the first out of the inning. So nice easy play. That's about as good of a hit as a Lady Raider batter has had all game on Nash. That one and that amazing play out on left field. Both plays ended in and out. There's another drag bunt attempt for the Raiders. As I said, not a lot of power, but a lot of speed, you can tell. And so trying to take advantage of that. She grounds that ball to Nash. Nash takes her time this time and wants to make sure she gets it over to Height at what would be an easy height for her to catch it at. So 2 outs, top of the 7th inning. Knightettes in a good position here. They can get out of the inning. There's another ground ball between Nash's legs. Breeze picks it up, and she is almost less than half a step late. That ball couldn't have been more than just a couple inches late. And courtesy runner there, number 15 on Lady Raiders, looking for a little more speed. And just going to say that the Raider students that were bussed in were standing up, but apparently not due to excitement, but due to their need to exit. So that is definitely not a bad thing from an atmosphere standpoint for the Knightettes, as they want this to feel like a home game, that's for sure. Nash fires that in, fouled back for strike 1. So Nash makes that play 9 times out of 10, and that time she just looked up a little too soon. The ball slipped underneath her glove. Breeze very close to throwing the runner out at first, though. She was very quick on the ball and fired it over, and she just missed the runner. So 1 on, 2 out. That ball popped into shallow right center. Scruggs will pick it up. They send the runner, and Siebert gets her at home. Scruggs throws it over to Link, who relays it to Siebert. And Siebert, for the 2nd time this game, tags the runner out at home, preventing the Lady Raiders from taking the lead. That especially important going into the bottom half of the 7th inning. The MAAA Conference Championship game, the Knightettes with a chance to win it here as they held the Lady Raiders there. Nice defensive play as 2 balls go into the outfield. No runs scored. Score still 0-0.
Divorce has many fears. Losing a child doesn't have to be one of them.
Hi, I'm Jim Willis. I've been practicing law in the Farmington area since 1986. Divorce is a very difficult time. You don't have to go through it alone. Please give me the opportunity to help you.
Special sauce?
At an undisclosed McDonald's location, there is a club. Inside, the best of the best gather. And tonight, they welcome their newest member, Mr. LeBron James. And what does one serve the best basketball player in the world? The new Bacon Clubhouse sandwich, of course. 100% pure beef or chicken on a new artisan roll, all with our famous Big Mac special sauce. Because everyone deserves the best. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.
You should serve it to everyone.
Bottom of the 7th inning, MAAA Conference Championship game here in Farmington. Knightettes versus the Lady Raiders. That pitch looked a little low, called a strike here. 2, 3, and 4 hitters for the Knightettes. Allison Pingle leading it off here in the bottom half of the last inning. Pingle smokes that ball under the second baseman's glove, in for a single, and that is the first mistake that the Lady Raiders have made, as they have been very solid defensively in this game. Those balls have been caught and taken care of throughout the entire game. And so an error on the second baseman as it slips underneath her glove. They'll send Wood in as a designated runner there. Get a little more speed on the bases for Pingle. So the umpire records it. Coach Albee talking to Nash. As with one swing of the bat, she could end this game. She's had 6 strikeouts on the game today. It would only be fitting that she would be the one to end it, and she is very capable of it. And she's hugging the front end of that box there. And she turns on it, and she hits a ball about as far as you're going to see somebody hit it. And she hits it into over into the adjacent field here. That's the second time she's pulled one out foul that would have easily gone out. And everyone in the Farmington crowd knows that she's capable of it. And Nash pops up very high. Shortstop runs under it. First out of the inning. And you can tell she knows, look on her face, she missed an opportunity there. So the entire Knighthead crowd was on the fence, standing up, screaming, knowing that she was capable of ending it. Hannah Height also very capable of ending it here. I know that what the coach would take for Nash or her would just be a single, and Height lines that one into left field for a single. And so what really amounts to the only offensive anything really much for the Knights the entire game. 2 hits here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Wood, the pinch runner for Pingle on second. Height at first. Link, the third baseman, up to bat. And if she can get a single over here into right field, being a lefty, that just might end the game. And she swings on top of it and misses. And I will say that a lot of room given up here between the right fielder and the center fielder here, considering that it is a left-handed hitter. And this crowd is excited, looking for the Knightettes to do something, and Link way out ahead of that one. off the very end of the bat. As I said, a lot of room here in right center field. An opportunity for Link to win the game. And she does line it into right field. The right fielder misplays it, and the Knightettes are going to win the ball game. Brittany Link with a game-winning double. And the Knightettes walk off, as they say. Link sends the MAAA conference into a three-way tie as she gets a single here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. The Knightettes win the game 1-0. Not often the score you hear, not often the score you see in a softball game. Both teams played really well. Nash pitched a great game. The Lady Raiders played very well defensively, but when it counted, Knightettes able to get some people on base, and as I said, Link were able to hit it to right field, and she did just that. The game-winning RBI, 1-0, Knightettes. And so the MAAA conference now in a three-way tie between the Lady Raiders of North County, the Central Lady Rebels, and the Farmington Knightettes. And my understanding is they will unfortunately decide who wins that game by a coin toss. And so for all intents and purposes, though, all three of these teams would be considered co-champions in my book, and we'll see how the outcome of the coin toss goes. But a big win here for the Knightettes as they finish up the MAAA conference with a big win against a team that they previously lost to. And so Knightettes with not a whole lot offensively the entire game. Really, neither team did much. As the Knightettes, a lot of hard hit balls right to Lady Raider players. It took the full 7, but the Knightettes win 1-0 on a Brittany Link single into right field. And so we will let you go here. Night Vision Sports. Again, Marcus Archer on the call, Dallin Rector on the camera. And as I said, the Knightettes win 1-0, tied for the MAAA Conference Championship. And you could tell the atmosphere here was amazing, that's for sure. The best softball game that I've seen in 2 years. And so a lot of solid defensive plays on both sides. Knightettes able to come out on top 1-0. We'll see you next time on Night Vision Sports.
We're always looking for better ways to do things, but with some banks, better for them isn't always better for you.
You've reached MAAA Bank. Press 1 to hear your current balance. Press 2 to hear these options again.
Introducing free Kasasa checking. When you do stuff for us, like swipe your debit card or get e-statements, we make it even better for you with cash back and refunds on ATM fees. Kasasa, carried locally at Belgrade State Bank. Do you, Kasasa?
When you want to mix it up right, you need the tastiest choices around. And McDonald's Dollar Menu and more has always got your back. Feeling like a classic? Try the one and only McChicken, still just $1. Or you can always turn it up with the great tasting McDouble. Plus other delicious hits, all for a price you can't beat. Whatever your flavor, the Dollar Menu and more is just what you need to keep you moving. There's something for everyone to love at McDonald's.